Hey, welcome everybody, everyone who's watching to the Sharpe Way show. I'm so glad you're going to give me a little chunk of your Friday evening. Really appreciate it. And you know what? You were asking me last week, this week, you were saying, you know what? Larry hasn't done Sharpe Way stew in a while. Well, guess what? I deliver. I deliver Fridays. I remember Friday used to be Friday Show the Soup, which was all about like pop culture and stuff. And now we're doing the stew because I'm meatier. And I'm very lucky today. I have with me a comedian, a podcaster, I'm sure, self-proclaimed expert on pop culture, which I hope is true. We'll find out. The man, the myth, the legend, Avery Razor. How are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm good.
I am glad that you are here. And for those of you who want to see what Avery's doing, you can head over to his Facebook group, Averything. That's a pretty cool name. I like that. Averything, where he talks about things like pop culture, TV, stuff like that. He does game shows. He does a podcast. Enjoy the podcast, by the way, is in the show description if you want to check it out. Avery, I want to bring up something with you, which it's a fad now, I think, but maybe it's going to go away. It is the idea of these masked singer shows, the masked dancer, the mask this and the mask that. Why in the world is this popular? Like, I don't get why it's popular. Help me to understand that.
Well, first of all, have you even watched The Masked Singer ever?
I did. I watched a piece, not the whole show. I watched a piece of it.
Okay, I watched one clip, knew who one of them was, okay? First of all, this season, Black Swan, it's JoJo. That's my bitch. Like, I love her. Okay. Oh, wait, are we allowed to cuss,
Okay.
First of all?
I don't care. Yeah, whatever you want. It's internet.
Yeah, but, yeah. I watched that clip, and I was like, that's what made me want to watch it this season. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you like music, you could randomly find, like, one of your favorite artists on there. I mean, I don't know. Just seeing who it could be.
So is this a promotion piece then? Is this, in other words, if I'm an artist, right, and I got to get my music out, and I can't, I'm not going to go the old way. I can instead go on The Masked Singer, and then all of a sudden people will see me, they'll like me, and I'll get my. Is this what this is about for them?
Yeah. Yes, because they're not being judged initially on who they are or what their reputation would be. So you can pop out and win and be like, bitch, like, y'all actually like my voice, so shut the fuck up. Like,
okay.
No, like last season, I knew, you know who Candy Burris is?
I don't. See, I'm bad at this.
Okay, so well, Candy Burris, she's like a huge fucking deal. Like, she wrote No Scrubs, and she's on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But
okay,
she's like a Grammy winner. She was in Escape, all that stuff. But she went and won last season's Masked Singer, and everybody usually shits on her voice and stuff like that. So she used it as like a second wind for her solo career.
Avery, I need you to bring your camera down a little bit so there's less space above your head. Perfect. There we go. Now you're good.
My bad.
No, now you're good. No, we just want to see your face. That's all. Just want to see your face. All good. So, all right. So if this is for celebrities and we like the celebrities, I feel like you could go on YouTube, though, if you wanted to, and just check out your celebrity, right? If I like this person, that person, I go on YouTube and I watch them do, or go on TikTok, or I go on something.
You're never going to see them in a cotton candy costume. That's what I'm saying. Like, they can't do that stuff at home. It's, first of all, celebrities doing other shows in general just make the show better, okay? And no shade.
Okay.
Like, I loved The Celebrity Apprentice, okay? That was like my show, okay? But it's because of the celebrities that were on there, okay? And they were super hilarious, and like that's how I started like watching Housewives and stuff from those shows, because I didn't watch them before.
I'm gonna go one step with that. Like this is where I'll go with Trump. I've said this all the time. There are many reasons why Trump became president, but I say there's one pivotal part that was critical compared to everything else, and that was The Apprentice, right? I mean, he did many things. There are many reasons, but if you pull out any other aspect of Trump's campaign, he might have won. He might not have won. He still might have won. But if you pull out The Apprentice, he doesn't win. I think that was the critical piece. Was 11 years, 12 years, whatever it was, as The Apprentice?
Yeah, it was on a major network and everything. So, yeah, everybody got to see him Saturdays and whatever. Yeah, all the time. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, do you agree with me or no?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. He definitely got huge from that show. That show, I mean, I knew he was definitely from that. I didn't know him from like anything else, literally. I don't pay attention to like banking shit or nothing like that.
Yeah, exactly. The average person saw him on The Apprentice was, oh yeah, that's what they call him, America's Boss. Isn't that what they called him?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was America's Boss, so it was all good. I mean, I do think it's funny that that was one of the things that dealt with it, but that's why I still care about pop culture. A lot of people think it's silly for me to follow pop culture, but I think it does matter. I think it's important, right? Sam says, by the way, he says, I love The Masked Singer. I think Avery has the right idea, The Masked Singer. For me, it's fun to know who someone is while everyone is scratching their head. I know my faves.
Yeah.
Is this where you are?
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm only watching to see how far, because JoJo should win. I think she will win. It's like, duh, but you know what I'm saying? I want to see what happens.
So you still watch it even though you know. I love it. Yeah. That's great. Paula says, The Apprentice made Trump a household name and cemented his place in pop culture.
And listen, and I will say this, okay? After he won the presidency, right? They tried to do with Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay? I have seen every season of The Celebrity Apprentice, and I tried to watch that one, but for some reason, I've never finished that season. I don't want to listen. I think it's the celebrities that I liked, because even in that one, the celebrity was kind of down. But I mean, was it Trump? I don't know. Okay,
no, but you're right. I remember they brought in Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he didn't go, "You're fired." He went, "You're terminated." Yeah, because he was trying to be the Terminator. I remember that.
And he said, "Get to the chopper."
Yes.
And oh my God! And they had a whole chopper scene at the end. It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yes, absolutely. So it's funny. So does that mean that Trump's personality actually held that show together?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, and I don't want to claim that, and I'm not going to give him that. But you know what I'm saying?
But I'm just being honest here, right? I mean, I say it all the time. Trump is a big personality, very easy to love, very easy to hate, right? When you're a big personality, it's very easy to have strong emotions, right? When you don't have a big personality, not so easy to love or hate. You got a big personality, easy to go either way. So, all right. So let's the Masked Singer piece. What I thought was interesting was the suspense, because I think in today's world of instant gratitude, when you have a suspense show, and I gotta tell you, I think even Deal or No Deal was similar in that it gave you suspense, right? You were like, oh, I want to know, but I can't know yet because I gotta wait through the commercial, or I gotta wait. I think that suspense keeps people, and it makes them want to watch it, because then actually was gonna I guess I should do that right at the end. I should go, and at the end of the show, I'm gonna do something, and people might keep watching. But is there a suspense factor with Masked Singer or no for you?
Not really. Maybe if I was actually glued to it. Like I said, I just started watching mostly because I heard somebody I watch on Housewives won last season, and then I just saw a clip of somebody. You know what I mean? So I'm more of the trashy reality type. I need them to fight more. But but singing.
Oh, you like the fights in the shows? You like the fights?
What are you talking about? Yeah, of course, it's hilarious.
Of course, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, of course. No, I love it. Jimmy says, I almost auditioned for The Apprentice. It was Trump's attitude and how he treated others that turned me off the show completely. Look at that. He didn't like it.
No,
there we go.
That's why every year I'm like, how the fuck do they get people to do Hell's Kitchen? Because I could never in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's the guy who yelled, the chef who yells at everybody.
I can't. Yes. I don't understand.
And people want to be famous. Come on now. They want to be famous, and they'll get yelled at to be famous.
That is the worst way to do it, though. If any show.
It's funny. All right. Paula says, this may make me watch The Masked Singer. So you may be getting. There we go. See, it might be happening. So I want to then move, if I could, to Housewives, because this is a phenomenon. I mean, I would have never thought this would have been a thing when we first, was it 15 years ago or something like that, when the first one came out? Whatever it was. I mean, Yeah. So I thought when I first watched it, I watched it with my wife, and I thought, oh, this isn't going to go anywhere. Man, was I wrong. I should not be a TV executive because I would be bad at that, clearly. Because I thought it was, and this is now a massive franchise that is exploding everywhere, and people keep watching. And something else, it shows what drives me crazy, but I say it on the show all the time. Popularity matters. And that these people on these shows, I'm sure some of them are very talented, and I'm sure some of them have no talent. I'm sure there's a mix of everything on that show, right?
Yeah.
But all of them are able to move a product or a service only because they're popular. Whether they're talented or not doesn't actually matter, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there are talented people on the show, and I'm sure there are complete knuckleheads on the show. All I'm saying is it doesn't matter. I'm famous by my hot sauce, right? I'm famous by my soda, whatever, my diet plan, my book.
They pay with their Twitter followers on vacations. They literally go on vacation. They'll be like, "Hey, can I have this? I have, a million followers on Instagram or whatever." You know, it's hilarious. I'm like, what?
Is that right? No, tell me about that. Tell me about that.
No, yeah, the literally in Real Housewives of Atlanta, this girl Portia, she went into a store and she was like, I have this many followers on Instagram. I'll take pictures with them, and she got stuff for free. That's what I'm saying. Like, I forgot where exactly they went. They went to Greece. I think this happened in Greece.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she went to Greece, got pictures with people, and then got stuff for free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You do not, you can just promote their product and say you went there.
I am completely in the wrong business. I'm absolutely in the wrong business.
No, I mean, Housewives is like, oh my God, it's the greatest show ever. I mean, yeah, 15 years ago, it started with Orange County. It's got like tons of franchises now. They capitalized off the whole writer strike thing. That's when it got big because they weren't.
I remember. That's right.
Yeah. Yep. So that was like the only original content. So, yeah, fucking it started out as like a family type of show, but then eventually, fights get the ratings, and
now I feel like when I watch, and my wife watches a couple of them, and I watch with her once in a while. I'm not a huge fan, but I do once in a while step back and watch. No, she likes. Oh, I forgot the one she likes, but there's different ones. I forget which ones are which. There's like one in Australia, and there's one in Dallas. And they're like all over the place, right? And Potomac, so they're all over. I think she likes the Potomac one, but there's a couple of them that she likes. So anyway, so I'll watch sometimes, and I always remember that the way they're able to become popular is the fights. But the part that kind of bothers me about this, and this is a personal thing to me, I wonder if we're watching them and then saying that's how relationship has to be. Starting drama, having fights, making up fake apologies, and then starting a fight again, and that's how your friendship is supposed to be. That is a concern.
If you don't have enough sense to know that the best place to bring up your friend's husband's cheating accusations is not at a dinner packed full of people, then that's on you, okay? But I watch it to laugh at these people, okay? They're ridiculous, like New York is just a bunch of drunk hoes. They are so hilarious to me. I love them. They literally just go. I love that. Okay, but they are great. They're super funny. They like throw shade, but it's like really smart. Like, sometimes you're like, oh wait, did you catch it? They're very clever too. Like they fight in different types of ways. There's different styles in each franchise and stuff like that. It's very it just depends on your franchise.
But now, as you walk down that road, and people see this, right? And people see how this is working. Does it also tell people that that's how you can become successful? Because a lot of these, I mean, they're making what, $1 million a year, $100,000 a year, $500,000 a year. They're making big dollars through these shows.
Well, you can. I mean, literally, Bethany Frankel. She that whole skinny girl, she sold it to Jim Beam for like $100+ million or whatever.
Absolutely.
She built that brand on that show, and she started out with like $8,000 in her bank account on the show. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So, yeah, she's probably one of the most successful people to come out of there, like going in. But like Katie Burris is probably the most successful overall. But she built a sex toy line on there, bedroom candy.
Paula says, and this began with the Real World. Do you think that's where this began, the Real World?
Real World, yeah, Real World's pretty old. Yeah, it was definitely one of the first. Yeah, around that time, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's really what it is, right? So Joe says
7 people
suspense. Excuse me, suspense and judgment equals popular show.
Yeah.
So I gotta be suspenseful, and I gotta judge you, Joe. I'm gonna give you a rating at the end of the show. So maybe that's what I gotta do.
Listen, okay. On my podcast, I have my straight friends come on and they help me review the show because I like that they have a different take on it because I'm obviously super biased because I've seen every episode and I know all the girls, but they come on, watch it with fresh eyes, and they just like see it in a totally different way. And one of my buddies, Ben Fowler, he actually put it to me perfect. He's like, Avery, this is just like NASCAR, and me, like being me, who I don't watch sports, okay? And I'm like, never, like me, NASCAR, you know what I'm saying? Never, absolutely not,
You got insulted by that.
Yeah, and he's like, Avery, they literally go around in circles, and you're just waiting for the wreck, and I'm like, oh my god, no one ever put it to me like that, but it's just like that.
So you actually like NASCAR?
I mean, pretty much, but
you do.
It has to be in a prettier dress and, talk a lot more shit.
So let me walk down that road for a second. There's one thing that kind of I'm concerned about. And I know I'm being the old man here. I know I am. I know I'm aware that I'm doing that. But doesn't the Real Housewives, doesn't it literally reinforce all the negative stereotypes that we've been talking about getting rid of? I mean, in most cases, not every case, but in most cases, they're housewives. They're being taken care of by a rich guy, and they got to cake makeup on every single show. They got an hour with the makeup on, and every single time they got the best dresses on, and they always got the like this all the time, and they're super feminine in most cases. I mean, sometimes not, but they're super feminine, and they're doing I'm the rich wife who goes off and does the nonprofit work while my husband makes the money. Isn't it reinforcing that stuff or no?
I mean, that's the thing. Every franchise has a little diversity in each one. Like, so you can kind of see the differences in the women in each one. So not necessarily like some of them come on there to get divorced. It seems like literally they come on there and get a divorce right away, or they come on the show already having problems with your husband. Like, come on, girl, adding cameras is not gonna, make that situation go away, but they just want the world to see what an asshole he is, so of course, But yeah, so I mean, a lot of them are self-made as well, which is interesting. You'll find sometimes, but sometimes you're also right. It does have that stereotype, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, you judge those women accordingly,
Yeah, but I mean, it's very rare to find one who's heavy. They're almost always thin. They almost always have some type of cosmetic surgery.
No, we had Fat Shannon. You missed it.
No. What I'm saying is, I know there are some that are a little bit heavy, right? Okay. I know there are some, but it's rare. Almost all of them are super thin. All of them have cosmetic surgery, right, to enhance their breasts, to enhance their face. Almost all of them do. And not that I'm against that. Oh my God, please make yourself look as beautiful as you want to make yourself look. Absolutely. Yeah. All I'm saying is, isn't that reinforcing all the stuff we've been saying doesn't matter? Like we're saying, oh, it doesn't matter. And then we go, there he is, putting up all the, putting on 8 pounds of makeup every day and enhancing their body, dropping tens of, not $100,000 to make themselves look younger.
Well, I think it's definitely shows that they got, a little issue. But I mean, my whole thing is like, do you know what I'm saying? And that's
sure. I'm not judging.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. When you watch the show, if that's what those girls want to do, it is what it is. But I mean, yeah, are they not the best example? But I don't think they
that's what I mean.
Set out to be. They just, they want to, make money off of being dumbasses on TV, and it's great. Okay,
But
and smart entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah, there's another piece though here. Is there a group of people, and is it us or is it others who are kind of in a way almost living vicariously through them? Right. And the reason why I say it is I remember once I was talking to one of my daughters when she was younger, and she was watching. I tell the story often. Those who watch the show may know the story already. She was watching the YouTuber PewDiePie, right? And you probably know of that YouTuber, popular YouTuber. And she was watching years ago. She was watching them, and when the video she was watching was PewDiePie watching someone else play a video game. He was commenting on someone playing a video game, and she was watching that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I said to myself, I'm thinking to myself, why wouldn't you just watch the video game, or why would you just play the video game? Like, why this? I didn't understand it. So I asked her. I said, why are you doing that? And she said, I kind of feel like I'm with him, like we're together watching the video game. And I went, oh, that makes sense. So from that day, I am more active in my daughter's viewing. I become the PewDiePie more often now to make sure to have somebody to watch videos with, play video games with. Like I play Roblox with my kids, like all that stuff. I become that guy because I saw what was happening there. Is there a part of our society that we're sitting home watching them and feeling like we're part of that team, like that's part of our life, like they're our friends? Is that happening, or am I looking too deep into this?
I would say not necessarily friends, but like I feel like the people on the show that you like are the ones that you would probably relate to the most, or like even though you probably might not have anything in common with them necessarily, maybe how you would react in that situation, or things you would do or say or whatever, or like, you know, whatever it might be, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you definitely find yourself picking sides and things like that. So I feel like you definitely have a bond or a connection with the people that you watch for sure. But I don't necessarily think it's like, you know, because I feel like that bitch is right here with me. But I can understand that for people, you know.
I think it was Jay-Z who said, when people were asking, you know, why do so many people like to watch you do well? Right? Why is that a good thing? What do people enjoy you and you show off and people enjoy it? I think it was Jay-Z. And I think he said something like, well, because they feel like they're part of my crew. So as I win, we win. Right?
Yeah.
And they feel that. And I was wondering, is some of that in the Housewives or no? Like, if I see the cool houses and the lifestyle, do I feel like I'm touching it or no?
Sorry, I apologize.
No, don't. I'm asking some deep stuff. It's fine. In other words, do you feel when you watch the show, are you totally in your own mind and with your other friends, are you totally outside just watching and laughing? Or is there a part of you just like, yeah, go there, do that, do this thing? Is there a part of that in you?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it is outside laughing, especially because I do a lot of commentary on the shows. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just am like seeing it for what it is, or whatever. But that's the thing. I am passionate about the people I like, or the things I want to happen or whatever. I hate when you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. Like I don't. Like you won't see me on Twitter like going in on people or stuff like that. I'm not that deep, but you know, I definitely like when, you know, the person I like throws some good shade at another. You know what I'm saying? Or you know,
so this is like Paul says this is almost like wrestling then. So it's like wrestling kind of?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, how come you didn't wait a minute. So you got mad at NASCAR, you didn't get mad at wrestling?
Yeah, I mean, it's still a weird comparison, but I get it. It's hard. It's just me accepting reality mostly, you know.
There we go. See, my people are putting you in your place.
Have you ever heard of the Bad Girls Club?
Yeah, of course. Sure. That was at MTV? VH1?
No, Oxygen. Okay. This show.
Oxygen.
Let me tell you, this is pre-Housewives because, you know, I got into Housewives pretty late, actually. But I grew up on the Bad Girls Club, okay? The greatest show in the history of television. And I don't care what anybody says.
I would have never called it that, but okay.
No, it really is. It's okay. There is no better build-up and payoff than that show, okay?
Okay.
I don't care if it's a fight over a hot pocket. She beats the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying?
A fight over a hot pocket. Okay.
Okay, they fight over everything, but it's 7 girls in a house, and they all have like mental disorders or whatever, and they just go in on each other, and it's the greatest show you'll ever watch. And yeah,
that's wrestling.
Oh, better than wrestling. Oh my god,
better than wrestling. Okay.
No, I'm telling you, it's the greatest programming ever. But I'm telling you, they actually fight on that show.
Well, let me go to what Sam says. He says, "Hey, Avery and Larry, who makes better train wreck show, Dr. Phil, Jerry Springer, or Steve Wilkos, Jerry's old bodyguard?" Jerry Springer, to me, I remember, was like that. That was a show where people would fight.
Yeah, but that one was too, like, those are too fake. They don't even try, okay?
So Housewives took the game to the second level.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's produced, it's produced, right. but I understand that, okay? I know it's not reality, but it's a little, like, Jerry Springer is so ridiculous for no reason.
Yes.
That trip to New York or wherever that's filmed. I'm sorry.
Well, but I got to tell you, Dr. Phil, in my view, and I still once in a while catch Dr. Phil show here or there, but I often catch it because it's on YouTube. Like, people become famous by going on Dr. Phil. Like, that's a way to become, like the Cash Me Outside girl.
That was one person.
No, that's like 3 or 4 people who are YouTubers now who came off Dr. Phil.
Really? Because I swear, the Cash Me Outside girl was the only one I feel like got like national recognition. Nobody was checking. She single-handedly brought his ratings up. Okay, like, because no one was checking for him at all. Okay, I don't know what happened, but
now that's like his show. His show is now like, here's another out of control person. Like, that's become his show now.
Isn't that awesome? Oh my God, she changed the game. Just like she's changing the rap game, okay?
Oh my God. She's actually not a bad rapper.
Oh my God. I mean, she's no Iggy Azalea, but
no. She's not awesome. I'm not saying that, but a lot of them who try are terrible.
Yeah.
She's actually not bad. I mean, I think with some work, she could be a decent rapper. I think she could be.
Did you hear she made over $1 million on OnlyFans?
I believe it.
She just turned 18. It's insane.
Yes. Oh, did she just turn 18?
She just turned 18 like a week ago.
Oh my God. All the pervs are going to be all over her OnlyFans. That was brilliant of her doing that.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Duh.
Well done. I'm going to tell you, well done. For her figuring out. And she's not going to do anything too provocative. She doesn't have to. She could just do like bikini or something. And a million pervs will be on that in a heartbeat. Wow. I can't believe it. So let me grab a couple more comments. You got people commenting now here if I can. Let's see here. Let's see. Matt says they should have restarted Bad Girls Club during the pandemic. Oh, see, Matt's thinking, right? It would have been wild. Yes.
They actually are. They took a bunch of the bad girls and they got them on the Zeus network, okay? And it's called Baddies ATL.
Zeus network.
Okay? Yes, it's a Black-owned like television app that you can get on your phone. It's pretty cool.
There we go. See, Matt, they were there for you. Zeus is there for you. I love that. Oh my God. Missy, I guess she's supposed to know this. Missy says, "Oh my God, hey Avery, quote, I didn't get no sleep because of y'all. Y'all not getting no sleep because of me."
Yes, This quote from Tanisha from Brooklyn. Okay, season 2 of the Bad Girls Club. Okay.
So you got a kindred spirit with you here.
Yeah, Flatbush, I believe. Okay, I don't know where that is. But.
There we go. Absolutely, I love that. I love that. Paula says, and Dr. Phil is not even a doctor. Well, no, he is, meaning that he has a doctorate, right? He's not a medical doctor. That's true, but he does have a doctorate. So he's kind of a doctor, not medical, but he's kind of a doctor. Yes, absolutely. So Gary says a reality show hosted by Larry Sharpe and Larry Elder, respectively, called Libertarian Island. Let your imagination run wild. I'm not sure that's going to be a fun one to watch. I guess we have to yell at each other, I guess.
Would that be Survivor, right?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it could be Survivor. I like that. That could work. It could be Survivor. That's good. So if I can, you just brought up several things like Oxygen Network, Zeus Network, right? we are a very fractured media world.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of our comedy now, I see it with my daughters, I see it with my friends who are younger, it's reference based. Like, you got to know who the Cash Me Outside girl is to say the Cash Me Outside girl. If you don't know who that is, they go, what? You don't get it, right? You got to know who these people are. Say it again.
You don't know all three of her names? The Cash Me Outside girl, Danielle Bergoli, and Bad Baby. Hello.
Sorry, no. I only knew Cash Me Outside
name. Okay, yeah, oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm not good at that, right? So I got to make sure that, you know, it's reference based, which is, doesn't that make it hard when you're trying to be a comedian?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have to have a very specific audience? And I'll ask the question because I know a lot of your stuff you do on your podcast, specific audience, and in your Facebook group, specific audience.
Yeah.
Does that mean that many comedians now are moving towards specific audiences? Or is that just you?
Maybe so, but personally, for me, I'm just like doing the things I already enjoy. You know what I mean? Like with my podcast, I talk about the stuff it's called Averything. So it's really an umbrella of whatever I like. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how the group is and the podcast is. And
but isn't that how people get popular, by being authentic and real? Isn't that how people do it?
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it necessarily means they are. Sorry, I apologize. I forgot the main thing.
No worries at all.
The main thing you said.
So, by the way, guys, if you want to see what else Avery's doing, please feel free to go to his Facebook page, Facebook group. I'm sorry, Averything. If you want to see what he's doing, but here for me, like, comment, and share. Make sure that we can get this going. If you like what we're doing, you guys ask for Sharpe Way Stew. You got Sharpe Way Stew. If you like that kind of thing, do me a favor. Head over to patreon.com/Sharpe Way and throw me a couple bucks. $10 here, $25 here. It all matters. And if you got Biden bucks, throw me like $100 if you get the Biden bucks, right? If you got that coming in, throw me some of that cash. But if you don't have any money coming in right now, I get it. A lot of people struggling. You don't have to. You can go over and take the police accountability survey. There's a link there in the description. Click that link, take that survey. It's about 5 minutes and share it. It's free, cost you nothing, but it makes my sponsors happy. My sponsors, the advocates.org, that's what they want. They want you to take that survey. So do that, makes them happy, free. And guess what? Look, you got the trial going on right now. George Floyd, everyone's talking about police accountability. New York City just took qualified immunity away from cops. Stuff's going on right now. You know what? People don't know what you think. Take that police accountability survey right now. Help me out. About 5 minutes. Finish it and then share it. And if you're saying, Larry, I don't got time, I'm busy. Great. Give me some money then. You got no time? Give me some money. You got time? Give me time. You don't have time? Give me some money. $10, $25, whatever you can, so we can move this forward. Sorry about that, Avery. Just gotta do some stuff here too. That's all. So here's the thing, though. John says comedy is dead. People are too sensitive for real comedy. The Chappelle Show would be canceled real quick in today's standards.
No.
Where do you sit on that? I mean, that's a real fear.
Listen, I agree that people are so petty nowadays, ridiculous, because that's the stuff I grew up with. My comedy is, I'm a sick bitch. So, I get on stage and I say some really fucked up shit, and it's very funny to me, and, I'm just kidding. And, so I completely understand people get canceled. I don't agree with the whole canceling of people. That's very annoying to me, because my faves got canceled too, okay? And it's just like, I just hate it. But I understand people are being extra sensitive, but I don't think comedy's dead. I think people are still able to push past that. It just depends on your jokes. You got to have the jokes to, you know what I'm saying? Because I still go out and I still get laughs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think what you're doing is the way you get around it. And what John is talking about is a real fear. People are aware of being canceled.
Oh,
but what I see comedians do kind of what you're doing, which is you find your own niche that wants you. That's not going to be mad at what you say. Who knows who you are? And they're like, I like what Avery says, so I'm not going to cancel him. I'm going to hang out with him all day. I think it's great. I think you're going to find, more comedians are going for that niche. I mean, am I wrong here?
Oh yeah, because some people would listen to me and think I'm a complete asshole. You know what I'm saying? And I know that, but you know, people get it. That's what I'm saying. More people get it than don't. I feel like, but you know, I haven't been on a huge platforms to with my jokes to know for sure. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, I guess I'm here till I'm canceled. But
there we go.
Whatever.
Matt says the Cash Me Outside girl apparently claims she made $1 million on OnlyFans in 6 hours.
Yeah, she showed the receipts too. She screenshotted it. I saw it.
Is that right?
Yeah, she tweeted it.
Wow. I don't know. You know what? I'm a father of 2 girls. And while I would love for my daughter to make $1 million when she's 18 years old, not like that.
Yeah, I mean,
not like that.
First of all, let's clear. I think it's just with subscriptions. I don't even think she's shown anything yet. So she might have cleared that money just with subscriptions alone and not had to show anything. She could literally post whatever she wants on there. Will she? Probably. I don't know. Probably show her boobs or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but that money's gonna start looking good, right? So she wants to keep that $1 million coming in. She's gonna do something. I don't know what she's gonna do, but she's not gonna be like, ha ha, and walk away.
I mean, you're so something. Hey, you know, maybe you're so right, but you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, I won't. So y'all can enjoy.
No, but be clear. When I say I wouldn't want my daughter making money like that, it's not that I wouldn't want my daughter, you know, deciding that she goes in that industry. Well, that's not what I'm saying.
Be an entrepreneur, okay, and
I don't mind that. But what I'm worried about is she's made her money or her fame based upon being a very bad teenager, not based upon being savvy or smart or whatever, but by basically telling her mother she's going to punch her mother in the face. That's
and then
basically
she paid off her mortgage. Didn't you see that video? No one brings up that video.
But you know what?
That money.
So does that mean I want my daughter to punch me in the face so she can pay my mortgage? I'm just saying.
You wouldn't. That's just bad business, honestly.
That's bad business.
For $1 million.
Okay, if it was a prank, like someone said, "Hey, Larry, let your daughter punch you in the face, and I'll give you $1 million," I would literally order my daughter to punch me in the face. I agree, but what I'm saying is
a lot better now with all that money. I bet they are loving on each other a whole lot more.
I don't know. I mean, think about that. Do you think that mom is now jealous and maybe she wants the money and they're fighting over the money and that kind of stuff?
Oh, well, yeah, she just turned 18. She probably did just lose control. You're right. We're going to watch this.
There we go. That's what I'm saying.
Pull out on Averything, definitely.
There we go. So you got to go over to Averything to figure out is what'd you call your bad baby?
Bad baby, yeah.
Bad baby. You got to see if bad baby's going to be fighting with a mom or not. I like that. It's good. Jimmy says, speaking of reality TV, have either of you watched Naked and Afraid on Discovery? Have you watched that? It's one of his favorite series, he says.
I have seen it, but it's not necessarily my thing, you know? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just
I actually like the survival ones. I'm with Jimmy on this one. I like the survival ones. I think they're kind of cool.
It's crazy because I love Big Brother, but I don't like Survivor, and maybe it is the outdoors thing because I'm just like I could not see myself there. Like, I can't even suspend reality for a moment.
Well, it's funny, you know, I was in the Marines for several years. I was in the Marine Corps for 7 years, and we would go out in the field for 2-3 weeks, whatever, and literally not shower for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and just live out and not come back and just be out for 2 weeks and then come back. And I remember the things we did.
I've never even taken a deuce outside. Like if the camping trip is longer than 2 days, I won't go. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not a wilderness person, but I will go for like a day or so to make s'mores and like pop my gas on the fire and stuff.
Yeah, no, there's no s'mores in the Marine Corps because you can't light fires because the enemy will see it. So you don't get that. So it doesn't work.
No, the insurgents don't like s'mores.
We like it. We just don't want to get shot. But we like it. But yes, of course. So that's good. That's good. Missy says, I firmly believe Bad Baby's mom was in it the entire time. They played Dr. Phil. You think that was you think they were that savvy?
Who knows? You come up with all kinds of stuff in the ghetto. When you're broke enough, you can do anything. Okay?
I guess that's true.
Oh,
I guess that's true. I think that happens now. Like, I think people now think, let me go on this show or go do this thing so I can be famous. I'm not sure that
that's why
back then they did.
That's why you got to watch like who you give money to and like GoFundMe's and stuff now, because people like will get their kid to cry and say they were bullied, and you know that kid will get thousands of dollars. Yeah, that's happened a few times now. So yeah, people do. That's a scam on the internet, 100%. We gotta.
Okay.
It's a hot mess.
Well, you just gained a fan. John says, I support your comedy, Razor. Your explanation of your content. You just gained a new follower. I'm definitely going to check you out. Look at that. You gained somebody.
Thank you.
There we go. So Paula says, I hate Naked and Afraid. Ugly, scared people with no clothes is depressing.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. Big Brother is much better. Big Brother is way better than Naked and Afraid. Okay.
So let me go to the other piece though. You know, reality TV. Is it reality TV still scripted? Don't they have storylines in the TV? It's not really reality, right? Isn't it just they pretend it to be reality and they just kind of script it?
Yes and no.
Like wrestling, right?
Like as the things go on, the producers have like there's like storylines, yes, but they don't like here what's the best way to put it? The whole situation that they put them in, like on vacations and things like that, are produced. But you know, Luann going off in Real Housewives of New York and cheating on her dude by bringing somebody else back wasn't necessarily the producer's fault. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff happens in the shows that we watch that are still very real, and you still get the real reactions. You know?
Okay, but hold on now. Okay, this is where I'm going to go. Right? If they literally have a mic on me, literally there's a guy, you know, with a light shining on me and 2 or 3 cameras around. I'm married. I'm gonna go cheat on my husband.
Yeah,
and they're not going to know about it.
Yeah, so they stayed the night after the cameras were off, and she was covering it up the next day when she was mic'd, but she was speaking in French, like they couldn't like get subtitles. It was like, oh my god, it was so scandalous. It was like a whole thing. Like Real Housewives of Atlanta right now, they have this thing right now going on called Stripper Gate. They just put gate at the end of every scandal they have, like Train Gate or Panty Gate or things like that. So Train Gate was one of my favorites. That's hilarious. But Stripper Gate had a bachelorette party. They wanted the cameras to leave. The cameras left. They got rid of that other one. So basically, a couple of the girls fucked the stripper. Okay. One of the girls is accusing, because one of them is married. One of the girls the next day was like, who fucked him? Because I heard it. You know what I'm saying? Start being very, you know, accusatory. And now that's what I'm saying. Stuff like that. So sometimes it's producers, sometimes it's real actual stuff. Like producers will bring in somebody's ex, you know, call her in.
On purpose.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, can producers interfere? Yes, but sometimes it's real. It's like,
Dave said, it's a reflection of reality through a distorted mirror. I mean, there's got to be some truth to that, right? Like our culture is changing, but this is like it's magnified a whole, you know, like 10 times bigger than it would be in reality. Isn't some of that true?
Yeah. Because what magnifies it is these people's money and how petty their problems are even still. You know what I mean? Like,
it's true.
It's insane when they have nothing to really argue about. That's why they haven't done, you know, the Real Housewives of Section 8 yet. Okay, which would be.
I love that, the Real Housewives of Section 8. Oh my god, that's so good,
incredible. Okay, I would fucking love that show. But no, they need to extract the whole thing of the show is behind the gates. You know what I mean? What it's like for these rich people, and it turns out they're really bored, really bitchy.
Yeah, I mean, like they're very wealthy and they're not very happy.
Yeah,
they're very wealthy and not very happy. I mean, there's just drama upon drama upon drama.
Well, you haven't had one of your close friends show up an hour late to your charity event, so you know you don't.
So I don't understand pain. I get it.
I
don't understand pain. It's true. I've never had a friend of mine show up an hour late to a charity event that I was running. So yes, I do not know what pain is. Correct. But
have you ever had somebody bring a marching band into your with their hair care products into your wig event? Okay.
But yeah, last week that happened to me last week, and so yeah,
literally,
and the problem is, I said I wanted a college marching band, and they gave me a high school one, so I was really annoyed. Like I was super annoyed. I'm
very
like,
drumline.
High school? Are you kidding me? That's so I was really upset about that. Yes. So it's funny that the one show that I did watch with my wife, and Sam brings this up, the Jersey Shore was a guilty pleasure of mine. So much craziness and drama. In the reunion show, everyone is super chill, and the events are them going from meal to meal instead of clubs. We all get old. I got to tell you, yes, 16 and pregnant is tragic. It's true. But what Sam is saying, that was one of mine too. The two that I liked early on, I mean, like many years ago, one was Jersey Shore. I liked that. I used to watch with my wife. I like that. And the other one was, believe it or not, Temptation Island. I enjoyed Temptation Island and I enjoyed Jersey Shore. And then they got old for me. Like I liked like a season or two. And then they got old for me. I didn't like watch them anymore. So, but I thought Jersey Shore was interesting because like I knew the people from Jersey Shore. Like I didn't know them, but like I knew their type, if that makes any sense, right? They were from my area. They're from the Bronx. I knew the type. Like I knew, oh yeah, Vinny. Yeah, I know Vinny. Like he's from Staten Island. I know Vinny. Like I knew who that guy was. And I guess I connected more because I knew who those guys were. Yeah. But those were only shows I really enjoyed. And it wasn't nothing but drama. Are we as we look at, and I think about this because being in for COVID, right? So many people being locked in for COVID. Are we searching more for this drama so that we can kind of almost have a connection? Do we want the drama that badly?
I see it as escapism, of course, but do I want the drama? I mean, these people are doing things that you can't really do without getting arrested. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, God, I'd love to throw that drink, but I can't because I have a dog to take care of.
Yeah, no, I get you. Right? Yeah, we can't do the stuff that they do. Absolutely. Yeah. And they get rewarded for it. We get punished for it.
Yeah.
Like if I flip the table on my friends and call them names and scold them, everybody just calls me an ass and I lose my friends. But they do it. Oh, renewed season 5. I mean, they're on to the next season. Yeah, it's a whole different way.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's crazy. So let me move to another piece, if I could. Mm-hmm. The commercial model, meaning watching TV with commercials.
Yeah, the worst.
My daughters hate it, and I mean hate it.
Yeah,
but here's the weird part: on YouTube, they don't mind. This is what I don't get. If I ask them to sit down and watch like cable or Dish or whatever, like whatever Lifetime or whatever, Bravo is on, right? Bravo. Yeah. And there's a commercial break. They're like mad. They're upset. They're like, oh my God, I'm upset. But if it's on YouTube and they give them a 30-second, 50-cent commercial, they often watch it. Like they sit and watch the commercial. Do you have that same issue having us watch the commercials, or do you just watch it without it? Do you zip through it through your DVR?
Yeah, YouTube's playing games with all these commercials. Like I know they want me to buy YouTube Red or whatever so bad, or YouTube TV. Oh my God, it's like stop. Their commercials are wild, but so I don't know how they sit through them. But I always have an issue with commercials. If I can get a commercial free, I try to. But I used to watch TV with no DVR, so obviously, if the show's good enough, I'll wait. I'm patient.
And I got to tell you that the weird thing I saw is, I grew up. I'm in my 50s now, so when I grew up, if you didn't wait till whatever the time to watch it, you watched it. You wanted commercial breaks. It's the only time you can go away and do something.
Oh, yeah, your TV had knobs, didn't it?
Knobs, yes. Yes. I remember my first remote had a wire to it, and I had to turn it like this. That's my first remote. So, yes.
Like
so I still remember that stuff. I know, it's crazy. But anyway, my point being, the new model are the commercials too much? Are they not too much? Doesn't matter. Is that slowing us down?
I I feel like commercials have just always been a thing, and they're gonna find a way to do it. So it's kind of I don't know. I don't feel like it's ever a thing I thought would escape. You know what I mean? It's always been a thing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I never thought that deep on the commercial situation.
Shelly says my kids don't have normal television either, and they haven't seen a commercial in years. Yeah, and I'm gonna go one step further. My daughters, who are both under 18, they hardly ever watch TV. I mean, they don't watch. They'll watch TV like if I watch it, like they'll sit and watch something with me. But almost always they watch stuff on their computer or on their iPad. They watch on a device. They don't watch regular TV anymore. And I assume that as this begins to change, we're going to be shifting to everything online. And at that point, is product placement going to be a thing, right? I mean, how do you make that happen?
Yeah, it's the attention span. Everybody, having somebody watch a whole hour of something is very difficult. But especially younger, they're starting to just watch like those short clips and things on YouTube.
But the other thing I see though is like, I know. All right, a couple things on this one. My younger daughters, and they will watch a YouTuber every day. Like if the YouTuber puts out content every day, they watch it every single day. But not just that. People who are a little bit older, 20s, 30s, they'll watch Joe Rogan for 2 hours. People watch me sometimes for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's an attention span piece. I think it's, are you providing something that makes people feel connected or not, right? If you're not, they go, I'll watch something else. But if they're connected, I think they keep going.
Yeah. Oh, no, for sure. I'm just talking about like the kids I've had, like I've had a 17-year-old or 18-year-old on my podcast before, and having them jump into Housewives are like, I usually don't even watch things this long. That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's where I get that from. But
I get it.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that. So Liberty says we had 3 channels, eventually 4 to 5. Had the wrist shot going to dial. Yes, I remember you could walk over on the carpet and get shocked. I remember that. Yes, it's back in the day. Somebody's my age. I appreciate that. Thank you. Somebody's my age. Absolutely.
I remember having a few channels. Okay, when we didn't have cable. Okay, you watch those. You have a specific lineup of shows like on the UPN and all that stuff. And then as soon as you get cable, you're like, fuck all these. Like,
absolutely, all gone. Adam says, "Sweet hoodie." Yes, I am wearing the Cult of Us hoodie, by the way. Cult of Us. Check them out. They are a cool podcast. It is a sweet hoodie. Thank you, Adam, for sending it to me. So he wanted me to wear his hoodie. I'm wearing his hoodie. The Cult of Us. Check them out on YouTube. Check them out on Twitter. So I appreciate that. Absolutely. So, but the other thing is, with this fractured media, does that mean we don't have celebrities that can cross over all media? Right? Is there such a thing as a mega star anymore? Does that exist?
Yeah, Mariah Carey.
Okay.
She's on TikTok too. She kills it.
Okay. There we go. So now if you're a star, you got to spend more time on everything.
Yeah.
Like you got to spend time on everything.
Kids on it.
Oh, so, is that right?
Yeah, she just brings the twins on. Mariah transcends, okay? She's in everything. You'll find her.
There we go. And now I know what to do. I appreciate that tremendously. That's great. It's awesome.
You just gotta involve your kids, especially if they're already doing it. Just do it with them.
My daughter has a TikTok account. She does. And Discord. Both. Yes, already. Absolutely. So yeah. So by the way, if you guys want to see what Avery's doing, head over to his Facebook group, Averything. See what's going on there if you're interested at all. And of course, if you want to support me, as you always hear me say, please like, comment, and share. It does matter. Like, comment, and share. And you know I'm going to bug you. Take my police accountability survey. Click that link. Check it out. Take that survey. Takes 5 minutes. Send it out. Let other people see it. Makes my sponsors happy. And if you really love me, support me on patreon.com/Sharpe Way. 10, 25, 100 bucks. Whatever you got. 10 bucks is fine. Whatever you can do to help me keep this going. So, Avery, before we wrap this up, anything else you want to bring up? Something you want to talk about before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I just wanted to any fans of like Big Brother, anything like that, we in my group Averything we host a game called Averything Big Brother, where pretty much I formatted the Big Brother game to online. So they're competing for like $200. I'm actually playing as well. I have a host. We're doing Big Brother Palestine because it's hosted by one of
Nice.
my Palestinian friends. Okay, so it has a nice little twist to sound. But we make like funny videos, and it just gets crazy in there. So we've been having like live evictions and doing things like that. And
Live
also,
evictions.
yeah. Yeah, it gets pretty messy. It's hilarious. We literally just before we started those live eviction, there's been a whole mess I have to figure out as soon as I get off of here. Okay, that's why if you see me distracted, people are like popping through, talking shit. Fuck them right now. I'm like upset. Anyway, but yes, and I have a stand-up video that's on my YouTube, Avery Razor. You can check that out as well.
That, by the way, is
kind of what I
also
do.
in the description. That link
Yeah.
is in the description, so please check
Yeah.
that out. Yep. So excellent. Avery, thank you. I appreciate the time you gave me this
Thank
evening,
you.
hanging
No, I
out.
appreciate
Everybody else, thank you so much for commenting and laughing and joking and having I know we've had some serious shows. This was a bit more chill, so we can have a couple of chill shows too. I appreciate it, guys. I will see you all next week.